My name is Jamie. In this series, I attempt to recreate some of the weird, crazy, delicious foods that we see in our favourite shows. And this week, I've got a New Zealand series. There it is. Kumara cabbage.
What are you doing? Have you never peeled a bloody potato before?
I've actually peeled two, Auntie.
Watch.
She's gonna be a pro. Yeah, boy.
Oh my God. What would you wine match with hangi food? No?
Nice Pinot Grigio.
Crisp, subtly sweet. Nice.
So this week I'm pretty excited because I am doing a dish from the TV series Find Me a Maori Bride. So this week I was thinking maybe of doing it the traditional way, where I dig a pit in the yard and I build a fire and then I would lower crates into it and let it cook for hours and hours and hours. But this week I thought before I start digging up my backyard, what I'm going to do is teach you how to do an oven hangi. I think oven hangi is something everyone can do right now at home, so yeah, we'll give that a try. Alright, let's go. So this is what we need. You need chicken, pork, cabbage, potato, kumara, pumpkin, salt and pepper, stuffing mix, mixed herbs, butter, and milk. So I'm pretty excited about this oven hangi. The idea is that we want to try and get some kind of smoky and steaming at the same time in our dish. So we want to find a really deep dish because we need to get as many layers in there as we can. So the first thing we want to do is take our deep dish and we want to just grease it down. Once that's done, we're going to line it with alfoil, make sure all the area is covered. Then we're going to take our cabbage and we're just going to do a layer of that on the bottom. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a stuffing. So we're going to take a bowl, we're going to tip in the stuffing mix, we're going to melt some butter, tip that in. You can also add a little bit of milk. We're going to take our potatoes, we're going to take our pumpkin and our kumara, take our chicken and our pork, and we're going to start putting it in. So the idea with the stuffing is that we want it to stick together, but we don't want it to be too dry or too wet and runny. But just nice that when you do this in your hands, it sticks together nice, and then we're going to place it right near the meat. Then we put a layer of cabbage on top. Now here's the really tricky part, is we want to put a little bit of water on it just to get the steam going inside this pan. Now it's quite hard to measure how much water we need. I'm totally guessing with this one. The idea is we don't want to put too much on, we don't want it to boil, but we also just want to sprinkle it on so it gets the steam going. I think the tip for this is to treat it like salt and pepper, how you'd shake salt and pepper on, you just want to shake a little bit of water on. And then we want to wrap up the whole thing in alfoil again. Get it really nice and tight and just wrap it up and keep it nice and close so we can get it steaming inside. So now we want to pop our hangi into the oven. We want to put it on fan bake 220 for 1 hour. After that hour is done, then we want to turn it down to 180 and let it cook for about 3 hours. The longer you let it cook, the more flavor and smoky and steaminess will be in it. It's kai time, people. Let's see this hangi. Our recommended drink match, Raro, sweet navel orange. We got us a hangi. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna taste this hangi. I just did a little pre-made fork bite. It's got a piece of everything. We got the cabbage, the pork, the chicken, pumpkin, kumara, potato, and stuffing. So it's a big mouthful. Gonna do this, gonna do this. It's not as smoky as you would get in a pit hangi, but that is pretty close. It's definitely the cabbage that makes this feel like a hangi. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Couch Potato, where we made an oven hangi inspired by the hangi in Find Me a Maori Bride. If you want to watch more episodes like this, please hit the subscribe button and let me know if you can think of a dish that you would like me to try and make. Alright, thanks everyone. I'll catch you next week. Alright, bye.